he was 13 years old, and Thompson was about 16, he said that he had the honor of meeting Thompson at that tender age, because his sister used to be a member of the debating team at Commonwealth. And from that very early age, he knew that Thompson would have been his idol. Huh? I don't like any time you see me speak in public, is the gospel to you. Ain't like you gonna tell him, he said so. He said that. But then he said, but notwithstanding, listen to the logic, notwithstanding having met this man, and this is my interpretation now, when he was at the tender age of 13, he said that it took the election of 2008 for the friendship to truly gel. No, I am now in the 40s. I met a man at the tender age of 13 years. And only when I became his advisor in 2007, did it really dawn on me that our friendship had really reached such a peak. But not only reached a peak, but this is a man that I knew at the age of 13 would have been my hero. Listen, understand the nature of the individual, and therefore don't allow these things, these influences. Because there's influence here. Don't get fooled. There's a lot of influence. The press plays the game too. I am very happy to have an opportunity to write on a weekly basis, and may I have that opportunity for a long time to come. But it still cannot stop me from speaking on this matter. In fact, I wrote on it this week. Because every time now I make a comment, somebody's name now is appended to it. So I make a comment, and you search around for an individual to give a comment. So I hope when the individual makes a comment, that they will search for someone to give a comment to. You understand? And that's what's happening in this country. And let me now speak to another issue. Because I have gone through it. I took a political party into an election and gained almost 45% of the vote. And won seats, lost several seats with close margins. So I took a ship to battle. I am therefore telling people who never took a ship to battle. And I was removed, even though I took a ship to battle. So don't prevent a ship from winning a war. Don't prevent a ship from winning a war. Get on for the ship. I was an elected captain. I was a captain who got scarred. Good thing for me is that I don't worry about these scars. I have moved on. The thing is this, therefore, that you have to recognize in this game, according to the Constitution, that only one group of individuals can make you or break you. When I lost that so-called vote, it was by one vote too. I still have to go. You with me? Am I less entitled? Because where I came from? Am I less entitled for other reasons? I don't. But the reality is this. The reality is this. I can't begin to use this here. If you are intended to lead a group, you cannot marginalize yourself from. See, because ultimately, the very source of power, unless there's a change in the Constitution, still will rest in the parliamentary walls, not beyond. So therefore, my message is simple. There is an election to be won. There is a government that does not know, does not have the skills to manage a country. The evidence is clear. There is a group that has had several years experience and training. The country needs that group at this point in time. Therefore, all must be done by all who want to be part of the process to come and line up information to create what all politicians want, to be a government, not an opposition. And I can speak freely because whoever is in charge, I will support. And only an aside because I have detected the circumstances confronting Barbados. There will be opportunities on top of opportunities politically this year. This is the defining year for this administration. Take it from me. If they do not get over this year well, there will be a one-term government. By any definition, based on their report card, there should be. But such is not the nature of politics. It is not based on meritocracy. Politics is not about who merits what. Because you are not necessarily in charge of your own destiny in politics. And you need to understand and appreciate that. You are not necessarily in charge. It is not what you necessarily bring to the table that determines whether you would accomplish or not accomplish. So the important thing in this journey here is to respect politics for what it is. A group of individuals who are supposed to have a common purpose with a common vision in search of leading those who have given them the authority to do so, in the hope that they will not be in any opposition, but be in government to execute their policies and programs in the interests of the very people who they lead. And that's what it is. Very simply said, there's a self-interest. You come because you feel there's something. And you feel there's something, so therefore you have made a choice. And in choosing, you have given individuals the right to lead. And those individuals are therefore expected to lead you, not only to satisfy their interests, but to secure your interests as well. That's what politics is. How do you nurture self-interest in the interest of the bigger authority called the political party? Now, to lead that process is almost like a conductor in an orchestra. You have not only to get instruments to play the same note, and in fact you don't want them to play the same note. You want them to play different notes, but in harmony. And that's the beauty of politics. That you can have a different opinion, or an opinion of a different hue, but it still fits into the overall scheme. And that is the reason why someone leads. Because in the absence of that, there will be confusion. So the essence of what I'm saying, and I end here, is that what I intend to do for you, I intend to do for the public of our race, to educate you on these issues, because they're important. And Barbados is not just a society. A household, a family is not just the individuals. A family can only survive and prosper on income. You can have dreams, but don't have a penny to realize the dreams. A country can have objectives, but you must be appropriately managed. This is one element. In politics is the intriguing side of it. But more importantly, in politics is supposed to allow a party to fulfill the desires and the wishes of the majority. It is called a democracy. Good night.